The boat behind me is the Absolute 47. This launched at Cannes last year, and it's the smallest in the Absolute range, so it's interesting to see what they've done with this boat. So we are going to go on board and do, of course, the full Aquaholic tour. So we're going to head up these steps at the back. We are, in case you've not already guessed, at a Dusseldorf boat show, and we're going to take a full look, see what she's all about. So we're going to step on via the bathing platform. This is quite interesting. There's a little locker in here, so you can tuck all your ropes and fenders and other bits and pieces away. That's a nice touch. And as we head on, we've got the cockpit at the back, big overhang all the way to the back. I like the lights they put in here. That's really nice, and in fact they echo all the way through the interior. Look at that, and they all line up. So it's a galley aft layout, and then we've got, obviously the fridge is opposite over on this side, like so. And in here, this is storage. And I think, yes, the AV system is in here as well. So there's a TV that rises up from the back of here, and then a really nice seating area. And what I like is to put a big opening window in over there. So you've got that, and you've got a door next to the helm, so you get plenty of ventilation through here. The helm itself is up here, over on the starboard side. It's Raymarine equipment on this one, twin screens, like this sort of carbon fibre effect they put on here. That's very smart. And this seat's pretty good as well. Lift bolster, which is a nice idea because it not only means you can stand and drive, it also means you've got better access out of the boat through here. Anyway, let's head down to the lower deck. This is the switch panel, incidentally, so all of your circuit breakers for your 240 volt systems or your 12 volt systems, it's all very easily accessible just there. Okay, let's head on down. Now on this one, the master cabin is actually at the front. A lot of boats of this size go for the full beam master. On this boat they put it here, and it's a really good size because they've offset the bed, gives you a good walkway all the way around it, and you've also got these huge windows, so there's a great view out from here. When you're laying in this bed, you can see straight out through there, and there's a big opening section as well, just there and on the other side. This, as you'd expect, has an ensuite. That's in here. Another thing worth mentioning is that all these doors slide rather than hinge open, so when they're open they are completely out of the way. You've got obviously your heads is here with a separate shower stall at the back. Very good, very nicely finished, very nicely appointed, and good headroom through here as well throughout the whole boat. It's very high ceilings. There's also in here as an escape hatch that's up in the ceiling just over there, and there's a wardrobe here. This is nice the way they've done this. And the light that comes on, and that actually is a ladder to help you get out of that escape hatch if you ever need it. Safe in here as well, which is a nice touch. As we head back down the boat, there is another cabin on this side. This is actually cabin 3, but again, decent size, and this one has the wardrobe in there, illuminated again. Very good. And as we head around the other side of the boat, this then is the day heads, and also used by cabin 3 and cabin 2. So that's a pretty good size for a 47-foot boat. And then the cabin 2, the VIP cabin, well, that is down here, and that's nice use of space because it's a good wide cabin. But of course, over on that side of the boat, then you've got the cabin 3. So I think that works very well. What else have we got in here? This one has a walk-in wardrobe, which is rather nice. So if we head right back here, there we go. Pretty good. And it was mentioned to me as well that this panel here, if you want to, you can have a washing machine put into there. So if you want facilities on board, then you can have them. Not fitted to this boat, of course. Nice little side area just here for a bit more storage. Okay, let's go and take a look around the decks. Just a nice way to put this handrail in here. That's just where you need it as you come round. So we're going to head out, I think, of this side door. Go and take a turn around the outside of the boat. So, nice high rails as you come out. And then up on the front, there's this foredeck area. These are these pop-up lights that drop away and go off. So they slot down completely flush when you're not using them. This is quite clever because this is actually a flat sunbathing area. The table drops down, and then this cushion here flips across it, and that makes a completely flat sunbathing area. But if you did want to sit up here, well, then you can bring the table up, roll that over, and it's recessed here so that you can actually sit around the table up on the front of the boat. So that works quite well. Let's go right up to the front. See where your anchor handling kit is here. And you can see some of the other absolutes in the range as well, here, here and here. We're hoping to get videos of those too, so stay tuned. If you've not seen those, they should be coming to the channel pretty soon. Okay, let's head on down this side, I think, and we'll take a look at the Flybridge. This is this opening window here, so plenty of ventilation through there with that, and the back doors and the side door. That works really well. Underneath here, fuel filler. And this is quite a nice touch. The main walkway in is over here, but there's a narrow walkway here, which means you can still get out on this side if you want to, but it's not taking up too much of the seating space. You've still got a good width of seating as well. If you have big accesses on both sides, of course, it squeezes the seating in. They're always a compromise. Okay, let's head on around and up the stairs, take in the Flybridge, and then we'll finish up with the engines. So up here, because the overhang goes right to the very back of the boat, you do get a nice long Flybridge. So if we come right to the front, you can see there, seating all the way around the back. There's various options overhead. This is a fixed hard top to give you plenty of shade. You can have a bimini, so like a cloth top that will fold away, or of course you can just have it completely open and just have the radar arch at the back. But this one's got the fixed top on it, and these lights are very nice at night. They must be very useful. What else have we got underneath here is the barbecue, and of course there's a sink underneath here as well. But beneath here there is a fridge on that side, and then there's an ice maker over here. And then finally up ahead there's a really terrific sunbathing area, and it's got the lift up sections as well, so you can lie here, look out over the front. That's very nice, and right next to the helm we've got twin helm seats, and then your engine instrumentation is all displayed on these screens here and here, and of course then you've got your throttles and your IPS joystick controller and steering and so on. Let's take a look at the view from here. Yeah, very good. Okay, let's go and take in engines. So we'll head on back down here. Now this is a 47-foot boat, so there's no crew cabin on this one, which you, to be honest, rarely get under 50 feet, so that's pretty normal. This is very much an owner-operated boat. And if we open this fellow, we'll find the engine space. Let's go down and take a look. Okay, now this is running on IPS drives, which all of the absolutes do in fact. So the Volvo Penta engines is a D6 IPS 650s. I think from memory these are 480 horsepower each. I need to check on that. The IPS drives are out at the minute. These are where the pods would go, but because it's in a boat show, of course, they've taken everything out, so there's nothing underneath. And the generator is in the back, but it's a decent sized engine room. Not standing headroom, of course, it's not that size boat. But very well laid out. Look at the way they've done the engineering in here. That is very neat. So top speed with these engines, you are looking at about probably 29 knots, cruising in the sort of low to mid 20s, and range you're looking probably about 250 miles, something like that sort of area, which is again pretty typical for this style and size of boat. Fuel filters are on the front here, and then you've got more circuit breakers and that kind of thing, and the battery banks looks like up along the top. Very nicely laid out. And these, I think, are the fuel tanks, which are forward, keeping the weight forward, which is good, rather than outboard. And that means that you can actually get right around these engines, which is rather neat. Cool, excellent. That is the engine space. And as I say, no crew cabin on this one. So we'll head back out. There we go. Drop that fellow back down. And I think we'll finish up on a aft seat. To say, that is it. That is the Absolute 47. I think it's a very interesting boat, some nice ideas on that, and well worth having a look at. Hope you've enjoyed that tour. Do give the thumbs up a click if you like that one, and hit subscribe if you've not done so already. Lots more coming. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.